Hello, Rich Raider Nation. This is Rebel Lee coming to you with Wally, and we're back for another episode. Wally, what is this episode title? And it was in November, episode 8. What was the title?
Hazzard Connection, and it was November 9th, 1979.
November 9th. Okay. So, you want to tell us exactly what this whole show was about?
Two boys finally got a job.
Oh, no. Oh, I have a chest pain. Sorry about that.
Got a job that they was doing under the table, so Uncle Sam couldn't get his cut.
Well, of course. So did they really get real money this time? The whole...
I think they pocketed it. Instead of giving it to Uncle Jesse or anything, they put it in their pocket.
Well, of course. They're helping out, remember? Even though I'm sure you saw them doing nothing on the farm like they always do, while Daisy and poor Uncle Jesse are running around plowing fields and fixing tractors. Putting clothes on the line.
Now, don't forget, Enos was spying on Daisy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She called him out on that.
She's putting her vegetables out.
She called him out on that, too.
Oh, yes. By the time Enos runs into her, I think when he ran into her car, and then later on it was mysteriously fixed.
But, Wally, are you really surprised that the boys were robbing Uncle Sam when they robbed their own friend and the only person that does favors for them and has to keep fixing their car for nothing?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about when he reached in Cooter's pocket and took
Yeah.
money so he could buy it on him?
Yeah. And then the tip and everything to her? Yeah. Yeah. So sad. So...
But they're good old boys, don't forget.
That's right. They're not meaning no harm. Tell that to everybody that owns property and anything in Hazzard County. So anyways, it had some cool things in it. It had like this demolition derby thing going on for it. And then, like I said, there was an actor named Gerald McCraney that was in it. He went on to be Simon and Simon and Promised Land and Major Dad, to name a few things. Let's see, they had a few fights with finding the, I guess, the hideout where they kept the stolen engines. I don't know where they're stealing all these engines from. Did they explain that?
Wasn't it they found a truckload of engines or something? They hijacked or something?
Maybe. Probably. So why are you going?
I really don't remember.
Well, why do you want to set up a road stop to search something and you don't even know what you're searching? Because that's what they did. And that's why he had to put all that back, because of all the stuff they was throwing out. But at least the boys were honest to the crooked Augie Detweiler and said, hey, we're on probation, and caught with them doing the moonshine and all that right there. They came clean on that. But like I said, there's a character in this right here named Shoulders. But like I say, I think that was the wrong person to give that nickname to. I think it should have been the waitress at the Boar's Nest. That woman was built. And Luke was constantly ragging on how her shoulders was and how she had skinny legs. Truth of the matter is, I remember Luke's love story. He likes to be the man and everything. I think that woman would have beat the crap out of him, and he knew it. So that's why she wasn't his type. Bo, on the other hand, I think Bo would date anything.
It had to have a pulse.
Yeah.
At least I'm hoping it would.
Yeah. okay, so after they find out that Enos has been spying on them, and they always have their nose in the stuff that don't really concern them, but somehow they make it their concern. They they figure out a way to trick him into telling them what's going on. Pretty extreme way of doing it too, if you ask me.
Yeah, they have Daisy sabotage the cop car, so he has to get a ride.
Yeah.
With them.
Yeah.
And then they act like the brakes go out to get him to confess.
And he does. He comes completely clean. But I don't blame him for having hard feelings after. But then the brakes really do go out.
Yeah. And they finally crash through a fence.
Again, damaging somebody's property. And probably not even asking, hey, we'll fix that fence for you, buddy. No. They land in this pond. And at this point, you'd think that they would call their friend Cooter up and get a tow into town, because this car is definitely not safe. It don't have brakes. They look like they're pretty well stuck up in that right there pond, but somehow they're able to roll that thing out, and I can't even get out of mud sometimes here where I'm at with it spinning, but somehow they do it, and they tear off going, I guess, home or taking Enos on to wherever he wanted to go, Roscoe's.
Yeah, and they never fix the brakes.
No. But again, the general's having problems because they're ragging it out, they're jumping things, they're just horrible on this car. Every week this poor car has something wrong with it. And so all that goes down, and that was the biggest part to me, was the part with the brakes going out and stuff like, and then Bo doing the challenge with the General Lee against the Crusher or whatever it was, the car. But one thing that was really weird, Wally, was when Enos went and got the search warrant and had to give it to Roscoe. Did you catch how long he stretched his arm to give that to him?
Yeah, they were pretty much could have kissed at that point.
Yeah, but he had to reach from the driver's side all the way over and out the passenger door to hand him that right there paper. And that's not possible. You can't do it. I tried. I did on my way home last night. I tried that, and it didn't work. I got to the door. That's about as far as I got. And I know I've got a bigger reach than Enos. I've met him. But somehow he did it. Stretch Armstrong. So, so basically, they save the day, and then Bo's girl has a sister, and Luke's happy again, and they're taking their money and blowing it on them at the boar's nest instead of helping Jesse out all the time. The one person on this show that really works is Daisy. Props to
Uncle Jesse works.
his old man does.
The actual job, he does farm work.
The old man does as much as he can. I mean, that was rough what he was doing with that mule. That was rough. But at least there's livestock. Remember, we was wondering if there was livestock on this farm, and we thought that Uncle Jesse might have dementia, but apparently he does. He is a farmer. And I know a little, I had a taste of it this summer myself, of how hard really it is to raise a farm. I did a small garden, and man, that was a whole month of no rain, and at least I had a water barrel, and my well was going kind of low, but I had to kind of keep the plants going and stuff, and I realized and have a lot of respect for everybody that does this day in and day out for a living. It's stressful, but not Daisy. She's the only one that has a full-time job, and like I said, I think that's a swing shift that she does, because sometimes she's in the morning, sometimes she's in the evening, and sometimes she's there at night. And then she's got to cook the food, and she's washing the laundry, and she's wrenching on tractors. While Bo and Luke stand around with their hands in their pocket. And
No. Not in their pocket. In Cooter's pocket.
oh, yeah, that's right. Or any other friend probably that they can. You're right. Yeah. Not in their pocket. I'd like to see an episode where they sit them down and tell them, look, you'll have to start pulling your weight around here, guys.
Yeah, that's not an intervention.
Yeah. Poor Daisy ain't got no dating life because she has no life. Her life is taken from having to mess with all of them. But, that's about as much as I got on this show, and I don't think you have too much more either, do you?
No.
I felt like this was more of a Thanksgiving kind of show simply because Boss was eating a big old turkey, and turkey I always associate is around Thanksgiving. The only time you really think about eating it. But
yeah, Roscoe's sitting there reaching for it and almost drew back a nub.
How'd you like what he gave him? A bowl of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, that's about all I got. I do want to give a shout out to anybody doing school shopping. Go to Hills, get your Trapper Keepers, and they have notebooks with like Dukes of Hazzard on them, Smurfs, Pac-Man, all the things that you love. Super Friends, any kind of superhero, and also get your dinner bucket and your Trapper Keepers, and then afterwards stop by and get you some popcorn on your way out. And there's a new thing called Redbox, and you can rent you a Betamax for a day. If you didn't want to buy the movie, you can. It's a cheaper way. It's like $1. You just put in, and there's the movie, and you just take it home, play it. And of course, you're going to want to come back to Hills the next day anyway. So go ahead and do that. And Cooter's going to have a birthday bash at the end of this month. You should all try to check that out. And if you're running through North Carolina, I've said this before, if you're in the Roughmont area, I believe it's the name of it, stop at the Boar's Nest Museum. It's worth a stop. I don't think I got everything in that I needed. You got anything, Wally? What's our next show going to be?
Next one is Witness for the Prosecution.
Witness for the Prosecution. Okay. And we're going to be number 9, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that should be an interesting one, hopefully. That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, not really. Like I said, this one, I don't know, it just really didn't do too much for me.
Hit and miss, and we'll have those. We'll have them right there where
It did have some good stuff in it, but it wasn't one of those ones it's gonna be top rated.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it introduced another part of Hazzard, which was another abandoned area where the bad guys are. You'll see that in this. There's a lot of abandoned places these bad guys can go. Hazzard's a field of dreams for that. But
That's any city. I mean, just look at the old 60s Batman.
That's true. That's true.
There's always some abandoned warehouse.
And that's true. You're right. I guess that there was a spillover from that era into the Dukes of Hazzard. They were sitting around saying, oh, well, just do an abandoned whatever. Because they came in on the cave side of this right here big operation. And but, Wally, we were talking before, and I just want to bring this back into the podcast because I thought it was a pretty good segment. What is the one thing going out of style these days?
Common sense.
That would be it. And you said you were going to put up a sign at your workplace.
Well, I would if I could keep myself from getting in trouble.
And I told you I think you'd be fine because your boss wouldn't know what that was, and they don't know what a dictionary is, so they wouldn't be able to look it up. They'd be like, "Is this some kind of new fad thing? It's supposed to be awesome. I need to YouTube it."
I hate to bring it up to you, but there's a big search engine that everyone knows how to use.
I said YouTube it. I know you're Googling. I'm a DuckDuckGo kind of guy myself. But whatever you use, it's there. And then he might get mad at you if you told him where to go to find it at. All he would find is what it is. I don't think he would actually find it. You know what I mean?
I don't think he may not be able to comprehend it.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that I hope comes back in style one day, but...
Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah. But, yeah, this world's got a little crazy. At least we got the Dukes to kind of crap on. We've been doing that, but honestly, I am a fan of this show. I really, really am. It's just, I see things now. And this is your first, it's basically like your first time watching it, so at least I get fresh eyes from you.
Yeah, technically I did watch it back when it first came out.
When you were,
what, 40 years ago?
like I say, when you were like 5 or something, not even that.
Yeah, I was like 5 or 6.
So.
And actually I was 4 when
Yeah.
it came out.
Exactly. I was like, you wasn't even, yeah. So.
I don't really remember much of it.
Exactly. And you didn't catch the reruns like I did on the CMT whenever they brought those out. And did you watch the reunion TV movies that they did?
I kind of did, but I don't remember anything about them.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's been so long. It's like it's a new show to you. But some will hold, some will be okay, and others like this one right here, dud. But, well, it's been fun, Wally. I appreciate your time, and I guess we're going to wrap this up.
Don't worry, I'll send you my bill.
Okay. And our advertisers will take care of that. Redbox, Hills. Didn't get Oldsmobile in this week, but I will next time. And big surprise coming next week. Something's huge, one of our sponsors. So, that's all I got. Your check's in the mail, Wally. And you guys know, stay safe, keep it between the ditches, and yeehaw!